Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Ferone the Gnome, and we are playing EverQuest Legends. This is the beta test for EverQuest Legends. You heard that right, EverQuest, but there's a word after it, Legends. Look right there, it says the logo right there, EverQuest Legends. This is a new game made with EverQuest assets. This is not an emulator server. Not an emulator server. This is an actual game. It's being published by Daybreak Games, being developed by Game John, a new development company, not Dark Paw Games, okay, that makes EverQuest. So this is a new EverQuest game. And this game, you play as 3 classes on a single character. I am currently on a level 10 Paladin, Monk, Wizard, and he's a gnome. And the game is absolutely amazing from what I've seen so far. It is still under NDA, but the streamers are given the ability to stream our gameplay. So that is what I am doing here. So I hope you will come along and enjoy the ride as I play EverQuest Legends. Do me a favor, if you're watching on Twitch, hit the follow, and if you're watching on YouTube, smash that subscribe key. Just beat the crap out of it. Smash the living heck out of it. Let me make sure that I am streaming real quick on my other computer. Shows that I'm live. Let me check my audio. Audio check 1, 2, 3. All right, looks like the audio is fine. Yeah, and it is Saturday, thank God. Saturday, May 23rd, 2026, about 9:40 a.m. here. Woo! Let's get into this game. We do have permanents to cast, right? Let me go ahead and make sure that I save my main spell set, because I don't know if I changed it last time I was on, and then we'll bring up our permanents. Get those casted. Permanents are basically spells that you cast, they're buffs, so to speak, that will last as long as your character doesn't die. So I've got Lesser Shielding, and I've got Yelp. Yelp from my Paladin class, Lesser Shielding from my Wizard class. It's a little different in how it plays as opposed to ordinary EverQuest, just because of the fact that it's set up to be very solo friendly, but since you're playing one character with multiple classes, you don't, you essentially, if you're an EverQuest gamer, you would think, oh, well, I want to throw in Shaman, I want to throw in so on and so forth, and I'll have Shadow Knight and all that. And it sounds great at first, because the way you normally play EverQuest is like, your tank, well, somebody's pulling the mob in, the tank is ready to snag the aggro and hold aggro on it and start building some aggro, do some small debuffs. Crowd control is, your shaman or enchanter are debuffing the mob as it's coming in, slowing it, and so on and so forth. Those things are all happening at the same time. And I was under that same impression that I was going to play it that way when I first got into the beta, and quickly figured out that it doesn't really play that way. It's the same spells and everything, slight changes, but mostly the same game. But because you're one character and the mob is always on you for the most part, unless you group up, because you can group up in the game, you don't have time to do things like crowd control, slowing the mob, debuffing it, and so forth. The mob is going to be on you, beating your butt. So you've got to choose wisely what you spend your time on as your one character. So when you would normally have the mob coming in, the Shadow Knight throwing down some aggro, abilities, and the Shaman casting a slow, and the healer might be throwing in a heal over time or something like that, and those are all happening at the same time, and and that timing works out so that they land, perfectly all together. You can't do that, because you can't be throwing your aggro abilities, your slow, and your heal over time at the same time. You're one character of 3 classes. You got to choose one thing to do in that time period. So that is where I see a lot of difference, and it's pretty interesting trying to figure out combos that work. Now, there's plenty of combos that work, because the game is you're like super powerful. You are ultra powerful in this game, and therefore you can kick some major butt. You make up for the fact that you're not going to always have those slows going on and so forth, those debuffs and you know, yada yada yada, you know. But that's part of the interesting dynamic. The one of the other things that makes it super fun is trying to figure out what combos you can play and how they'll work for you. That is a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and loot that, and we'll keep on leveling that up as we go. One of the other great features of the game is the item merging. So any item that you pick up, not just certain items, but any item you pick up another one, you hit merge, it merges it with the first one. And like the first time you do it, it's an instantaneous one merge, counts for the whole thing, and becomes a +1, and the buffs go up on it and so forth. Then the second time you may have to do it like 3 times or 4 times or whatever it is. Let's look at this Rusty Warhammer. So if we look over here, it's 2 times. So you'd have to merge the same item into it twice, and then it's going to be a +2 and have some, oh, here's a +3. So +3 is going to require 8 of the same item. The lowest level will work, I believe. I don't remember that, but don't take me to heart on that. If it counts the same, putting the lowest in is putting the highest in. I don't know. But the point is it keeps going up, and eventually, you know, it's going to change your stats and stuff. Eventually, it's going to open up these slots where you can put ornamentations, focuses, clickables, warning, exaltations, so on and so forth. Basically, I haven't gotten any yet, but these exaltations are like abilities and stuff like this. Like I've got this one that I got from the tutorial. It has Spirit of the Traveler on it. You're not going to put that on there probably, but the point is you're taking those effects from other items and putting them on the equipment that you want to put them on. So yeah, the gear system is extremely fun and adds a whole new element to the game, because that whole farming of low level, sorry, my brain's going dead, low-level camps and stuff like that suddenly has some meaning to it, because somebody's actually up here already fighting. Because, you know, normally you just get the item, it's not that great, and, you know, you're like, oh, okay, I'm just here to level up, just get experience and level up, you know. But now, since you can level up the gear, you're not just there for the experience. You could be there for the equipment, and you keep on leveling up the equipment and get some really cool stuff. Some of those low and medium level named camps actually become pretty interesting. I mean, one of interest is in Upper Guck. There's a named spider that you kill. It gives you a shield. I always thought the graphic on the shield was really cool. But beyond that, you didn't keep that shield for very long. It's just something that you got if you were there. You used it and you moved on eventually. You could actually farm that sucker, and you can make it quite powerful. So, you know, that starts opening up some interesting things that you can do in the game and gives more replayability to the game. So with that said, I'm going to stop rambling as much and just play EverQuest Legends. Be sure to smash that follow button over on Twitch and the subscribe button on YouTube. If you have any questions, feel free to state them in chat. I would have that shown up there, but you know, there's always one troll out there that will say things that shouldn't be said. So because of those people, I can't have my chat actually shown, but I can see the chat and I will respond to you. I don't always have all the answers, though. Keep that in mind. Let's go ahead and kill this low level so we can get maybe one to come back that'll be higher level. In fact, let's switch picks. Now, in EverQuest Legends, it's difficulties, not picks like it is EverQuest, but it's basically the same system. It's just as you go up in difficulties in those air quotes picks, the mobs get harder. They drop better gear. They give more experience, you know, and they do some different things. Like their aggro radius will increase. They'll have they'll be multi-classed as well, not just a single class, which is interesting. When we click on a mob, you'll notice it actually says what their class is, and you'll see some weird things like in low-level zones. If you go to like you know, difficulty 3 or something like that, suddenly you see a snake a snake slithering around that is a multi-class necro cleric something, and it has its own pet and all these weird things. Yeah, that is a thing in EverQuest Legends. So let's click on difficulty. Check real quick. Just got a message from my fiance. Oh, and she's watching. Mayang aga guapa. Palanga ko ikaw. I love you very, very much. Everybody, please give a shout out to my fiance. She is watching right now from the Philippines. What we're going to do is we're going to pick over to difficulty 1. It's not super hard. Difficulty 1 is really not hard at all. But you'll notice there's no players in it. So I can come back here and get this particular camp because nobody will be here, hopefully. So as you can see right there, when you click on a mob, the target window will tell you exactly what level they are and what class they are. So that's a little different from EverQuest as well. Difficulty 1, I don't think we're going to see multi-classing mobs, but we might. With difficulty 1, we're going to get the opportunity for them to drop +1 gear right off the bat when they have their drop. So that's a little beneficial as well. As a Paladin Monk Wizard, I have the fantastic ability of being able to kill things a lot faster than I normally would on a Paladin because I can nuke the suckers. And like I said, the game is still in closed beta. There is an NDA. Thank you to Brass, community manager over at EverQuest Legends, for getting us streamers into the beta test and working with us so that we can actually stream for all of y'all. I know that there is a huge interest in the game. Everybody wants to see it. Everybody wants to get in and play it. I'll tell you about a message I got just the other day I was laughing at. Somebody literally sent me a message wanting to buy my EverQuest Legends beta account. No, it's not for sale, people. That's not how this works. I can't even get my brother into the beta. He's in the same boat each and every one of you are. He's got his beta application in, and he's waiting just like everybody else. So there are no ways to cut in line, but trust me, the game is definitely worth the wait. I just remembered I need to switch over to multi-stream chat so I can see y'all chatting, even if you're on YouTube or Twitch, either one. So I may have missed some messages. Let me know. Restate it if I missed it, is what I'm saying. Alright, what do we got here? Primary class. Alright, so what we've done here is we are level 10 and we have hit 100% of level 10. We're about to hit level 11. This is a very special level because if I hit that lock button, I'll ding level 11, and at that point my primary class is locked into Paladin. Now I can take on my secondary and third classes. I can swap those up any time I want, as long as I go to a safe zone like a city, and I can level up those any way I want. So I can keep swapping those, but I can't change my primary. I will be Paladin always. But I've been told, I haven't got there yet, but I've been told when you hit 50, you get a token you can use that'll open up a second primary class. So then you can have loadouts that'll have a different primary class. And also you can do some quests. I believe right now they're in Plane of Sky. I don't know how that'll change or anything. I don't even know anything about the quest. But doing those quests open up your ability to add another primary class. So you can eventually get a primary class. But the point is, you need to really think about this before you choose to lock your primary class in and ding level 11. Some people complain about that because this game is set up where you have a single character. You don't have multiple characters. The game is set up so that you play one character and you level those up, and you play different classes and you level up those classes, and it's all on one character. So the idea is you get to 50 and you start unlocking other primary classes, so you can eventually you can play everything in the game. And everything means all the raid content as well. This is set up for you to solo or play with a small group of friends and do everything in the game. That all being said, I just looked down and saw the message from my fiance, and it took me off of what I was thinking. But that being said, I really like the Paladin, and I'm going to lock this in. This is, and I will say, I have deleted my character and started over about 3 times now in the beta. It happens. But Paladin is one of the ones I did before and got up to level 21 and really liked it, and I want to stick with the Paladin. So I am going to lock that in, and that's going to ding us to level 11. For the first 20 levels, you get some spells auto-granted to you. Not all, some. And as you can see here, we gained Cure Disease, and that's from our Paladin line. So we got that new spell. And it doesn't look like we got anything new of abilities, because I would have got like it's level 1 or skill rank 1, whatever you want to call it. I didn't get anything else there, so nothing to worry about. You at any time you can hit L to bring up your actions, or the actions window. Look in the abilities and you can see all your abilities. Anything that's auto skillable, so you can click it on and it'll happen every time it comes up on your attack. You'll see checkboxes, so you can check those. Note that the abilities are not 100% exactly the same as they were in EverQuest. Round Kick from the Monk actually is an AoE damage, so that's pretty cool. Honestly, I think that's really awesome. But the point is not everything is one-to-one to what it was in EverQuest, so be sure to check that out. And all of your spells will be over here. You can still get to all your spells by right-clicking your gems. You can get all of your spells by clicking on the book. All of that's just like EverQuest. But that is just also other ways that you can deal with it. Alright, let's keep killing mobs, because killing mobs is fun. That's what we play the game for, is to kill the mobs. So of course we're going to kill the mobs. When we get up to like a couple more levels, maybe 1 or 2 levels, I'm not sure when, we're going to head over to Unrest. It's one of my favorite low-level areas to play in. Notice on the auto loot window there was that little blue arrow. If you have that item already on your character, on your pet, in your bags, whatever, it'll show you that arrow, and you can click it and it'll automatically do the merge for you, so you don't have to pull up your item, pull it over to the merge, hit the button, blah blah. It makes it super easy. One of my favorite features in the game is that. There's a lot of favorite features, but that's one. They've really gone along the lines of quality of life. They've added so much quality of life to the game. Notice this guy stood there and did not fight me. That's because we're in difficulty 1, and the aggro range is a lot lower. As you go up in difficulties, that's going to change. That whole room, though, decided that they did not like me, so they're over here. Kill off this one here. Come on. Well, we need some big nukes. There we are. Let's take you and lock you down, if we can get a spell to cast. And it didn't land. Yeah, we're probably in not a good position right now. Just being honest, let's go ahead and use our mend. Let's take another one and lock him down. Alright. Take another one and lock him down. That one didn't land. You know what? Let's just go ahead and fight. We'll do some heals here as well. We're going to have to use our lay of hands at some point, but we're going to hold that as long as possible. Try to get heals in as I'm fighting in between hits. And is there another one low? Here, yeah, it's the next lowest level one. Good morning, Mr. Gnome. Hey, how are you doing today, Versifier? We are in trouble right now. Let me tell you, we are. We definitely will be using lay of hands at some point. I'm not sure when. We have another low level one? Yep, right there. trying to cut through the low-level ones first. Weight does matter on Monk, but it's on your worn items that it matters. Just to let y'all know, if you're noticing I'm picking up a lot of stuff. Oops, gotta turn my attack on. That does help. I think our mend will come back up before we have to use lay of hands, so we may actually be good. We may not have to use lay of hands. My paladin abilities are helping quite a lot right now. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I'll do that after the fight, obviously. I did not buff myself. I don't have my courage spell up from my paladin line. If you're enjoying this, hit the follow button on Twitch and hit the subscribe button on YouTube. Help me out. I'd greatly appreciate it. I have a big life change coming, so any way y'all can help me out is greatly, greatly appreciated. After 3 decades of being a programmer in the internet industry, I have decided to take the plunge and retire and move to the Philippines and marry my love, my fiance, Anna V. I love you so, so, so very much. I know you're watching right now. And so big changes coming in my life over this year, and a lot of scary things going to be happening. Sometimes you just got to take that leap of faith. So, not going to get a lot into that. I am going to be starting another channel specifically for my adventures of moving overseas. So be watching for that. You can always go to Ferone.com to check out my website where I link everything, which I need to work on that website too. It's kind of funny. I'm in the internet industry, have been here since the World Wide Web was actually coined back in the day when the first thing came out called Mosaic, and it ran like a pile of crap. And after all this time, my website's probably the worst site of all the things I've ever worked on. So I need to work on that. Not gonna lie, I do need to work on that. Let's take a look at our inventory. We actually lived through that, people. We lived through that. I'm gonna throw these cloth sleeves away. Listen for this. Did you hear that? Did you hear the little jingle? Okay. When you destroy things in the game, it actually sells it to an NPC. So that is a pretty cool feature. We're gonna get rid of these cloth pants as well. And cloth gloves. Oh, I didn't get a jingle on that one. It would probably because it was attuned to me. This crushbone belt is up to +6. It's hilarious. Alright, we're still good on everything else here. That's a 3. This is a 6 and a 7. Don't need these things. Okay, we're good. Not using a sword right now, because my hand-to-hand is actually better than a weapon. Eventually, I'm going to get a good enough weapon that because you can merge them and grow them, that it will be better than my hand-to-hand from my monk class, but we're not there yet. I think what we're going to do is we're going to root this one, and the casters will pull them by going around the corner. Although it looks like they ran over anyway on their own. One of them did, at least. And I could have used lull to done it as well. That would have been the easier way to split them. Don't really have to worry about splitting. I think as you get higher level and it gets more difficult, that'll probably be more of a thing. But right now, like you saw, I was able to work through it and live through that massive pool. We just gained an AA. Let's do show trainable only. Quite a bit available. Deafness. Duration, no. Mastery, no. Reinforcement. Duration, beneficial. Oh, what was deafness? Reduces casting time. Okay. What I was actually looking for was the one that allows you to keep on casting even when you're hit. Ah, that one's the fizzle one. Not too bad either. Let's go with general, and we will go with combat fury, so that we can get our chance of performing a critical melee up to 2%. We'll take that. There we are. Merge and merge. Legionnaire Bracer, by the way, is now up to +4. So we're at AC 7 on that. And let's go. Oh, hold on. Let's heal ourselves up. And the thing I had been forgetting. Let's load up our buffs. I don't know if I have buffs loaded. I don't. Okay. That was from another build I had. So courage is our only buff. Ah, I've already got it right there. Let's go ahead and hit our main. It's been a while since I played last, so I'd forgotten. Of course, we already got it. Respawn. This is bad because I don't have my spells loaded, but let's root him, move away from him, and then load our spell set. There we are. Now we can come back and kill him. I don't know if the difficulty of the difficulty rating increases or lowers the respawn rate. That's kind of curious about that now because I thought he respawned rather quickly. Let's go ahead and get our courage going. There we are. Now I feel a little more buff. I'm buffed up. I had the most disturbing realization this morning. I went in there to make breakfast. I got my bacon, I got my eggs and toast, and I'm looking. The house is out of coffee. So I have not had coffee this morning. It's a tragedy. It's an absolute tragedy. I need to go to the store and get some coffee. And no, I'm not going to go down to Starbucks and get coffee. I'd rather spend $7 on coffee that I can make than $7 on a single glass of coffee. I think that's such a bizarre thing. I don't know why people do that. But at any rate, but then again, I like my coffee black. The way God intended it. Straight black coffee. You cannot defeat me, Orc Legionnaire. I have the high ground. Talk to Darth Vader. He'll tell you how that works. Trying to keep the room killed off as they respawn, so that way there I don't have to break it again. Breaking the camp. That's an old world term there. It's about a 20-year-old term. I can hear the echo in from the living room. My brother's watching me play right now. Shout out, brother. Wish you were in the beta test. The delay, he just now got to the part where it said shout out, brother. If you're watching right now, tell me in the chat, are you watching from YouTube or on Twitch? I simulcast to both at the same time. I really need some mana. try to kill this one without using any mana, so I can try to get my mana back up, because I want to go up and try to split the top rim. I want to get Emperor, you know, the guy. My brain just went completely dead. That's what happens when you get older. You can't think of words that are super simple your whole life, then all of a sudden it becomes hard. Told my boss that I felt like over the past few years I've been having cognitive decline. It's getting harder and harder for me to think when I'm programming, which AI is making that a non-issue these days. It's incredible what AI is doing. And my boss's boss literally told me he didn't buy it. He basically called me a liar. That upset me. But you know what can you do? He's already retiring. I'm gonna have to heal anyway. I was hoping to try to save my mana, but that's just not working. Oh, that's right, I'm in striker stance. Yeah, my endurance is kind of low. Let's go to balanced stance. These stances are pretty wild. That is a feature of EverQuest Legends. It's not an EverQuest thing. So we'll go through it a little bit while I continue fighting this guy. Offense stance is outgoing melee damage is increased by 100%, and your chance to hit is increased by 25%. Every point of bonus damage dealt consumes an equal amount of endurance, with a reduction based on your strategy skill. Strategy is a new skill in the game that was not in EverQuest. Let me go back to it here. And come over here and see if I can med up for a little while I read these stances. When below 25% endurance, the chance to hit bonus is reduced based on remaining percent of endurance. Bonus damage from critical hits and similar effects do not cost endurance. Then we have balanced stance, and all incoming damage is reduced by 10%, and your chance to hit is increased by 10%. Endurance regen, excluding out of combat bonus regen, is doubled. There is no endurance cost to upkeep this stance. Defense stance, all incoming physical damage is reduced by 50%, and incoming magical damage is reduced by 20%. Every point of damage reduced consumes an equal amount of endurance, with a reduction based on your strategy skill. Then we have striker stance, which you'll see, by the way, if you look at these, it has class names up there. So defensive stance was given by being a warrior, paladin, or shadow knight. You take any of those classes, you get that. Balanced, I think, is almost every one of them. I guess it's not. It's only melees is what's showing up there. Offense is warrior, paladin, ranger, shadow knight, monk, bard, rogue, beast lord, or berserker. Striker stance is warrior, monk, rogue, and berserker. Outgoing weapon skill abilities deal 3 times damage, and non-weapon skill abilities deal 5 times damage, and your chance to hit is increased by 25%. Every point of damage dealt consumes an equal amount of endurance, with a reduction based on your strategy skill. When below 25% endurance, the chance to hit bonus is reduced based on remaining percent of endurance. Bonus damage from critical hits and similar effects do not cost endurance. So, I'm sorry, my sinuses are killing me. So those are some of the stances, and you'll note that like they have those classes. If you take certain classes, you get different stances that become available to you. There's also evasive stance. You have a 95% chance to evade all incoming attacks. Every point of damage evaded consumes 2 endurance, with a reduction based on your strategy skill. Evasion will fail if you have insufficient endurance or while playing dead. That's Ranger, Monk, Bard, Rogue, and Beast. I also have Mage Hunter, which is Paladin, Shadow Knight, and Berserker. All incoming magical damage is reduced by 50%, and incoming physical damage is reduced by 20%. Every point of damage reduced consumes an equal amount of endurance, with a reduction based on your strategy skill. So those are all the stances that I have available to me right now. As a monk, having the monk class, striker stance is extremely powerful because I'm not using weapons, at least right now. I'm not using weapons on my monk class, so that gives me 5 times the damage. But you were noticing that my endurance was going down, so that was a huge ordeal. Hey, Kata, thank you for the follow. Greatly appreciate that. Hope you're enjoying our playthrough of EverQuest Legends. We did manage to get our mana back up. And you can change your stance, I think, every What's this reuse is 6 seconds? I thought it was a lot lower than that. I mean, a lot higher than that. Okay, there's a... Yeah, it's 6 seconds, so you can change your stance every 6 seconds. So we're going back to striker stance because our endurance was almost maxed, or is maxed out. So we can try to knock these off real quick. This Legionnaire is a pain in the butt, though. He needs to learn how to lay down and give up the ghost. Let's go to the Oracle and kill him off fast. Need to get some hills going here as well. Have you tried Spellblade yet? No, I have not. If you're referring to a stance, which I think you are, I don't think I have Spellblade available to me. Those are all the stances I have there. Don't know what class that would be under. Oh, good lord. I'm getting a bunch home here. Hey, Vaughn, thank you for the follow. Greatly appreciate it. We're going to have to end up using our Lay of Hands. This is not looking good. Why am I so... Because my attack is turned off. I don't know how that happened. Should be a hybrid invocation. Okay. Holy crap. Okay, we're really not doing good now. Alright, let's get our Lay of Hands. Need something we can kill off fast. So that hopefully we don't have to run. They're interrupting me on spells is really making this painful. Alright, we need another easy. Our mend is up again. We got a little bit of health back out of that. Our endurance is way low. Let's go back to balance. So we can get some of our endurance back quicker. Oh my god, we're about to gain another one. Let's see if I can move these over. And yeah, we're on the lowest health one in the group, so that's good. I hate getting interrupted more than anything. I can't wait to get all the AAs to lower that as far as possible. This is one of my biggest things that I've always hated in these kinds of games, is getting interrupted. Alright, ding, level 12. We lived through that. I do love the fact that you can sell directly from the advanced loot window. Thank you for that. Mend is back up. I'm not getting a lot of health from the mend. I wish it was more. Did we gain any spells or abilities when we leveled? Let's see. We gained Bind Affinity. Does not look like we gained any abilities. Okay, that's cool. Just wanted to verify. No AA points waiting to be spent. Alright. We need our mana to come back up. I want to go up to the top here and try to take out Emperor Crush if he's up. You can see this little ticker going across right here, and when it hits the end, that's when our mana goes up. So it's nice that you can watch that. Come on. I'm going to get impatient and just go up there anyway. I do not believe that there's any benefit from sitting down, by the way, for the regen. I just do it out of habit. There is a difference when you're out of combat, though, because as soon as it got out of combat, you noticed it was going up quicker. Now, what I'm going to try to do is sneak up around the corner and try to lull some of these so we don't just pull everything. But I got a feeling probably not going to work. But we're going to try. Oh, for Christ. See what I'm saying? He saw me before I could see him. We got this, not a problem. Alright. Get out of combat so we can gain some mana back real quick. I swear my sinuses are going to be the end of me. Alright, it's going up very quickly. Let's, after it ticks this time, we'll go up. Alright. Can I? Yep. Alright. We got him lulled. Emperor Crush is up. Got him lulled. Let's pull the Oracle. And it pulled Emperor Crush anyway. Alright. The fight is on. He is level 18. I'm level 12. May need to kill off the Oracle first, honestly. Come on, stop interrupting me. I'm gonna get my spells off. You can see what the mobs are casting as well. That's pretty cool up there. He's casting Frost Rift. Alright, now it's just me and the Emperor. This could be a long fight. Our endurance is capped. Let's go ahead and switch to Striker stance. So something I was just noticing I wanted to try. He's a name. There's no doubt about Emperor Crush is a name. I did a con on him, consider him, and the chat does not tell you that he is a named mob. I was wondering if that was the case or not, because I was seeing others that I thought were named and it wasn't showing up. I know in EverQuest it'll tell you if you con the mob, consider the mob, it'll tell you if it's a named or not. So apparently that is something that they don't do in EverQuest Legends. Either that or maybe it's just bugged or it's something, you know what I'm saying? Come on. Kill him. Look like I'm hitting him in the nads. Bam, bam. Gnome fist to the nads. My lay of hands is down. My mana is fairly low. Huh? Could I test if you can cast 4 direct damages in the time of 3, and if the cooldown blocks all of the spell gems? That's interesting. Right now, unfortunately, I can't. I'm out of mana. This is not particularly looking good right now, to be honest with you. Especially if he decides to run, which I imagine he's going to. Trying to conserve mana in case I have to root, but I really kind of need a heal. My mend is almost back up, though. Mend is just... Holy crap. He hit me hard. Come on, mend. How can it not be up yet? It's like just a sliver down there of it. There it is. Mend is up. We gained a little bit. Come on. Yeah, we got him. And he dropped Rawhide Shoulders +1. That's a 4. I've already got an AC 5 because mine is a Crush Bone Shoulder Pads +4. We'll loot it. I was hoping for much better than that. So I have 2 nukes available right now from my wizard line. One is Shock of Ice and one is Firebolt. I can try casting both of those back to back if that's what you're asking. Other than that, I'm not sure how to help you. We need mana. And health. Because this room is going to be a fight. Now that I let it respawn. While inversion is on. I don't know what inversion is. I'm not sure what you're referring to. I'm going to go to balance stance. Alright, we got the whole room. So there's fire. There's ice. And no, you can't cast one while the other one is resetting. It won't let you. I can alternate between them, but it's exactly the same way as it worked in EverQuest. We're going to have to run here. It's a caster stance from yesterday's patch since you're a wizard. Interesting. Why don't I see inversion? Ah, inversion. Shifts 2/3 of your spellcast time into a global recovery time at a cost of 10% more mana endurance. Okay, so there's new things that I didn't know about. We'll go ahead and use that. And see. Still wouldn't let me cast. Oh! Oh, the casting time is greatly reduced. Holy crap. Yeah, we're dying. Oh crap, we're not even going to have enough to make it out. Yeah, because I'm walking slow and I'm dead. Alright. But y'all get to see something important. You respawn in the zone you die in. So let me go back here and look at this. Was that under stances? Because I thought I had this filtered as stances. No, inversion is not showing up under stance. It's showing up under invocation. But we do have a number of invocations that I hadn't noticed before. Empowering Invocation adds 25% plus 10% per additional non-hybrid casting class to hit point spell effects at the cost of 50% more mana. Holy crap. It's a little on the hard to read side. Recover. You regenerate mana, excluding out of combat bonus, at twice the rate, and spells have a 5% reduced mana cost. Well, yeah, let's do that. I need another hotbar to put these things on. If I can find a spot where I can actually click and not get up. There we are. Open new bar. Of course, it's behind it. There we are. Recover. Empower. Invincible. What is that? Cast spell. Oh, not invincible. Inviolable. Well, however you say it. Cast spells are uninterruptible due to movement, stuns, or interrupt effects at the cost of 100% more mana and 50% of the total mana cost from endurance. Holy crap. Okay, so if you got to get a heal off, that's your oh shit ability. Divine, all spell casts with a mana cost will heal the group member with the lowest hit point percentage by that cost. For every additional wisdom class, this will repeat with a heal for 33% of the mana cost. Oh my god. There's a lot to know here, and I am not going to know all this right now. There's just way too much. Over channel. Cast spells have a negative 100 resist adjust plus another negative 15 for every non-hybrid caster class at a cost of 33% more mana and 10%. I need a degree in EverQuest to understand all these percentages and stuff. Wow. So pure classes, basically, because it's non-hybrid caster classes. I'm not gonna drag that down there. There's way more here than what I thought there was going to be. Spellblade, there's what you're talking about. Treats the first spell gem slot. Must be a spell with a reuse time less than or equal to the cast time. What? Must be a spell with a reuse time that is less or equal to the cast time. The reuse to cast time. So reuse is 1 second. Cast time is 2 seconds. And this said reuse time must be less than or equal to the cast time. Reuse. Okay, so that would count, and that would count, I think, as a proc that consumes both mana and endurance. What? Treats the first spell gem slot as a proc that consumes both mana and endurance, 33% of the normal spell mana cost. Hold it. Are you telling me that if I do Spellblade while I'm fighting, it's going to use Firebolt as a proc? Holy crap. Okay. So those are caster stances. That's what they're calling invocation. That makes sense now. So you have your stances, then you have your caster stances that are called invocations. So since I am a wizard, that opens up those invocations. Since I'm a paladin / monk, it opens up defenses. Whew, there is so much to this game. It's not even funny. Yeah, exactly. You're at one of each at the same time. Because right now I'm running. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just go with offense instead of striker. Because striker rips through my endurance super fast. So I'm going to go with offense, stance, and spellblade. And see what happens. We need to get our permanents up. And of course, Grey Con mobs decide to come fight me. Because, you know, why not? Here's your sign, Mr. Orc. There you go. Enjoy your death. I'll see you when you respawn. Alright, let's get our permanents casted, and then our buff casted. Looks like I already had it up. But anyway. It proc the buff while... You're right! That's why I got my permanent just then, was because it was in spell gem slot 1. That's funny. Alright, so let's swap this over. I got a feeling this is going to eat up mana pretty quickly because I'm going to be proccing my Firebolt, which cost... where's my mana cost? 28 mana. And Spellblade says... Treats the first spell as a slot, as a proc, and consumes both mana and endurance. 33% of the normal spell mana cost. Okay, 33%. So it's only going to be less than 10 mana per cast. Let's see how this works. This should be pretty freaking cool. Yep. I gotta say that Spellblade is pretty awesome. I did not know anything about the invocations. I don't read patch notes. I got a lot of stuff going on in my life right now. Too much going on to read patch notes. Proc it. Proc it. Proc it. Do it. You can do it. Proc it. Boom! He procced it right there. I like it. This game is so cool. I just don't know how EverQuest is going to compete with EverQuest Legends. Thank God it's actually a Daybreak game, published game, so that they won't shut it down when it defeats EverQuest utterly. Oh, you shoving me, are you? What the heck, dude? Shoved and rooted me. How rude. It's got me rooted, so I can't move at all. How will you stop shoving me? There, my root is gone now. Oops. I need to do one more thing. Let's open another one. I'm gonna put my my memorization things, macros that I have, on a different bar, so I don't pollute my melee stances with my spell sets. There we are. Let's move on. Can't wait to get back in here and get some revenge on all the mobs that killed me just a moment ago. By the way, when you get in the game, it's not going to look like you see here. And this is a different skin. They have two skins built into the game. This is called the, I think, the new Modern or something like that. I prefer it highly over the rock one or stone or whatever it's called. The other one, some people love it, and you know, no offense to them, but it was so busy that it was hurting my eyes. I like this modern look a lot more. I want to get this one, my oh shit one, right down here so I know to click it when I got to get a heal off. This just changes so much about EverQuest that I honestly don't know that I could ever go back to ordinary EverQuest, just being honest. Now, I was a huge EverQuest fan. You know, I've played that game off and on for over 2.5 decades. Played on almost every TLP server that's come around. Killed Nagafin and Lady and Vox more times than I care to remember. Killed all the gods and planes of power. You know, got the T-shirt to show for it. I did not actually play on THJ. I wasn't a big emulator server fan, and it's not that I have anything against them. I don't have anything against them at all. It's just I've always been the kind of person where I need security so that what I'm actually playing and putting money towards I'm guaranteed will still be there every day when I go to it. And the plain and simple fact is that the emulators were always a iffy thing. If Daybreak Games ever came in and said, "You're out, you're done, that's it, all my effort's completely gone," or if it's run on somebody's server, you know, in their bedroom or whatever, and they lose their job, and then they go broke and they have to sell everything off, well, then everything I had is gone, you know. So that's why I never got into emulators. Now, I thought they were super cool, and some of the emulator servers really tempted me. THJ was a huge temptation, but I just can't put the level of dedication into a game where I don't know if every single day my efforts will still be available for me. The fact that this is being published by Daybreak Games is the only reason I'm actually putting time into this. Man, I'd love to see this be super successful, and some of the other emulator people that have great ideas end up getting the opportunity to take their games fully published by Daybreak Games as well in the future. I think that's a great opportunity. Let's see what we just got here. We got Rawhide Tunic +1. We're wearing Small Cloth Shirt 2. That's a 6. This is a 9. It's a no-brainer. We're switching it out. There we are. Let's see, what was this? Oh, I agree, but I had my big aha moment on what could be from here, kind of the same you have now. I mean, personal loot, amazing. Yeah, exactly, the personal loot, because that's always been a thing. You know, whether people admit it or not, the nicest people in the world, your friends you've played with forever, there's always one that when the Uber item drops, all of a sudden they need it. And it's like, do you really need it? You really? Are you sure you really need it? And just the arguments begin and all that. I've always been the kind of person that's like, I look at it as, it's pixels, it's in a game, it's not the real world. If you need something, hey, cool, man, take it. That's all you. But I got, you know, a lot of times, because of being nice, I ended up not getting the good stuff. So I do really like the fact that the game is personal loot, so when you're in a group, if anybody doesn't know what we're referring to, when you're in a group and loot drops like that right there where you saw the advanced advanced loot window, that is your loot. The other people in the group have their own loot as well. They don't see what you're getting, you don't see what they're getting, so it's yours. You take it, you do whatever you want with it. The game decided that you get it. I like that a ton. $72-man raid for 4+ hours and 4 people get them out of 7. Exactly. Yeah. I love the old rating system, but I did not like the fact that you put in all your effort and most nights you walk away with nothing. You're just collecting up DKP, which is not even a game in-game term, it's an out-game term that you just keep track of with your guild so that you can bid and spend DKP to eventually get something in a raid. It's nice to know that you're actually going to get loot when you put the time into raiding. Let's see. Let's take a look at our... Obviously going to be better than this. And that was the thing, is I loved raiding in EverQuest, but I never really had the... as I got older and got more responsibilities, just never could get into the idea of having to have a set number of nights per week that I must be on a particular time to raid and yada yada yada. It always felt like a job. So I'm stoked about the idea of being able to play through all the raid content in the game. That was not good that he came around the corner. Without having to have my life evolve around the game. Alright, where's that ability I was going to use? That one? Alright, so now we're not going to get interrupted and we can get some heals off. And that was all the heals because we just ran out of mana. Yay us. We need a defensive stance. we're gonna die again, but it is what it is. Oh no, we're not. Lay of hands. My lay of hands was up again, so we get to live a little bit longer. Can we do recover to regenerate our mana faster? This is so cool. There's so much now that just adds so much to the experience. Hill on proc gym. That's wouldn't be a bad idea, but obviously can't do that while I'm fighting. That's not a bad idea. So you would use your Spellblade as a proccable heal whenever you need it and turn on your Spellblade at that time, but then you're not going to get the benefit of the Spellblade that you normally would get. You're going to interrupt me. Let's go to Inviolable. I don't know how to pronounce that. It does eat up a lot of mana. But you can get some heals off, then go back to recover. That is wild. I wish this guy would hurry up and die. That would be nice. Let's get our mend going. Yep, I was just thinking that as you said it. It's like this roller guard just will not die, and we are about to die. Yep, we died. That roller guard would not give up the ghost. We were not knocking him down at all. He was just like, nope, nope, haha. Keep trying, puny gnome. You're not going to kill me. Alright, so we're on recover, balanced. Let's go ahead and bring up our permanents. I want to go ahead and ding level 13 before we go to unrest, so that's why I'm going to go back in there and fight again. Stupid Emperor. Why does it take so long for Yelp to come up? That kind of seems ridiculous that it would take so long. This is a permanent spell. You should just like mim it, bam, boom, hit it, and get it off of there. In fact, if it was me, and I was designing it, permanence would be something that's an ability, and you just click the button and you get it. I wouldn't make it to where you have to memorize it and wait for the spell gem to come up and all that stuff, but that's just me. We'll keep up recover and balanced while we run back over. Maybe we can get our health and hit points up. I do want to check on the trainer up here. Give me just a minute. Fiance is headed to bed. If you're enjoying this, please hit the follow button on Twitch and hit the subscribe button on YouTube. Yes, please. Everything come hit me. I want everybody hitting on every side so I don't have any side that I could not be hit on. Yes, thank you all. It's like, come on. Really wish we would get a release date. I intend on taking a few days off work. Yeah. Okay. Let me look at these invokes again. Now that I got some time. So Divine was, and I got it right down here as well. Divine was all spellcasts with the mana cost will heal the group member with the lowest hit point percentage by that cost. That's really cool. So that's a heal thing. We'll put that on this bar down here, recover. Okay, recover I'm going to put right here. I want spell blade up here. Empower was add 25% plus 10% per additional non-hybrid class casting class. So I don't have those, but I do have the base, I guess. So add 25% additional hit points. Hold up. Adds 25% plus blah 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 casting class to hit point spell effects. Hit point spell effects. So does that mean that it's only for healing? I'm not sure I understand that statement. But I think that's what that's saying. Put that down here on this bar. I'll recover over here. I'm not the smartest man in the world. Over channel, that was cast spells have a negative 1%, yeah, 50% non-hybrid, blah 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 blah, and 10% total mana cost. Okay, so that will help you land a nuke on something. We'll put that right there. Inversion shifts 2/3 of spell cast time into global recovery time at a cost of 10%. So we want to get that nuking faster. We'll put that one there on that line. Available. Okay, then we're into ordinary stuff at that point. What else we got here that I'm not paying attention to and don't know about? Those are stances. Yeah, okay. So, nothing there to worry about. Rituals. Why are rituals? I don't understand why this is on its own tab. I don't get that one. They are spells. Yeah, they're right there. So why is rituals over here? Can I just click it from here? I want to see something. Yes, I can. Okay, so you don't have to memorize those to use them. That's pretty cool. Yep. That's pretty cool. So that's cool. Somebody said, wait till he finds out about rituals. Well, guess what? I just found out about rituals. So that's pretty cool. Can I drag those to a hotbar? Nope, I can't. Okay, alright. I find that really neat. I'm coming back to get revenge and probably die yet again. We're on Spellblade, we're on offense. I wish it would proc more often, but that's cool that it procs at all. So what class combos are y'all interested in seeing me do? This is obviously right now my main combo set, but I can do others at any time. Like when I hit N in here, you'll notice that the Monk, Paladin, and Wizard are all level 12 and the other ones are 10. Because all of the classes follow the leveling up until you hit level 10. And then they stay there until you play those in a loadout and level them as well. So let me know in the comments what class combos you'd like to see me try. Maybe in a future stream / video I will try them out. Deal with that, suckers. You can't interrupt me. All the different stances and things like that really adds a high level of skill to the gameplay now. Because your ability to know what to use and when to use it is going to greatly change your effectiveness in battle. Really wish they had the animations for Round Kick and Tiger Claw for a gnome. I think that would be so hilarious to see. Rogue, Cleric, Beast, or Bard. I hear Rogue is super overpowered. Their poison system apparently is pretty impressive. So you can see now our Rawhide Tunic is +2. So we're up to AC 10. Can't wait to get some haste items. And if anybody is in the beta, I will ask, do not send me anything, please. I like to earn it all myself. Appreciate the offer. I've seen that before. I stream a lot of Lord of the Rings Online. When I first started streaming there, people were constantly sending me stuff, and I was like, I totally appreciate that, and I don't mean to be rude, but I'm trying to play the game, you know, as me, not you know, getting handouts from other people. Where are y'all going? Good Lord. So cool. A monk that's proccing fire nukes, casting frost wizard spells, and wearing eventually plate mail. You will note that I have to, when I put item on for the first time, I have to attune it. Everything that you get in the game is attunable. So once you put it on, it is locked to you. Hey, thanks for the follow. I greatly appreciate that. Misplaced Optimism. Nice name. Come on, try to body pull you down. He snared me. There we are. We're good now. Let's lay the smack down. He's healing himself. Gotcha, punk. So we can get our hit points and mana back real quick before we go upstairs and get killed. I mean, beat the guy at the top. Come on, little more, little more. Alright, let's do this. Spellblade, Striker Stance. Got an AA. Your turn to die, Emperor Crush. Using up mana real fast, but we're quick cast. Boom! Got him. Alright, he didn't drop anything. Alright, let's head to Unrest. course, the reason I didn't worry about training to the zone there is because I'm the only one that's in that pick. My map window changed in size. That's odd. It's not allowing me to modify it. Not what I'm trying to do. Why did you do that? Where's it at? Auto zoom is not on, so why am I not being allowed to resize my map? They've made a change or something that's keeping me from resizing this. I had it a lot smaller up here on the top right of the screen. Oh, that's irritating. Whatever they've done has made it to where I can no longer make this a like a mini map the way I had it before. What's wild? I've never done that before. What is that? Oh, dark background. Compact map. Oh. Okay. What else do we got? Mini map. It's mini map-ish, but it's rather large. Okay, it's allowing me to change it. That's helpful. Let me see if I can put this in the top right corner. Right now, the map isn't really showing me anything. There we are. Center. There we are. So yeah, okay, they've changed up the mapping system, and that works pretty well. Is it still... Okay, gotta fix that. If you come up to it and right click on it, go to window and undo this escape to close, you hit escape, it doesn't go away. So if you actually want to treat it as a mini map, you can do that, and then just press M to turn it off and on. Okay, I like that. So I completely redid the map. Window. Now, Butcher Block Mountains does not have a map, and I haven't downloaded the Brewall maps yet on here. So what we'll do instead is we'll hit F, and we'll choose Dagnor's Cauldron, and just use that to get there. This long, quiet run across Narath is brought to you by the letter A and the number 2. Y'all remember that kind of stuff from back in the day? What was that, Sesame Street? I'm getting hungry. It's getting close to lunchtime. It's a reminder of how big the zones actually are in EverQuest. Some of these large zones like this, I have to wonder. Tell me, have you ever actually gone and specifically camped like Dagnor's Cauldron? Because I don't think in the 26 plus years I've played EverQuest I've ever intentionally gone to Dagnor's Cauldron to camp anything there. There's a lot of zones like that in old EverQuest. I'm just curious, let me know, do y'all ever camp some of these very obscure zones? I've always just followed the norm. It's like a lot of zones you go through because it's where you go along the way on your way to where you're actually trying to get to. It's like it's not centering. Yeah, run through zones, exactly. And don't get me wrong, it brings a element of reality to playing the game, because it's a world where you lose that in games where it's more of just a waiting room and then you zap straight into the dungeon. So I like this better. It's just I just wonder how many of these old zones like this have anybody ever actually intentionally gone and camped stuff in. West Carena for drops. Yeah, I've never done that. Camp the ogres in West Carena. Alright, let's hit ourselves with our courage. And then let's get in here and kill some mobs. There's 3 other people in the zone. And I ran right by it. Spellblade. And we'll go with offense for now. Pristine, we'll hold on to that. Name goblin that drops the wisdom belt. Yeah, I never seen that thing. I know what you're talking about, but I only know of it through rumor. I've never seen the actual mob. A lot of noise going on in the kitchen. Curious what my brother's up to. Death beetles are stunners. It's a rumor, you need track to find it because pathing is weird. I can understand that. beetles come up from nowhere. We had gotten an AA before and I forgot to do something with it. Natural, no. Innate regeneration. Natural durability is... yeah, we're going to go with innate regeneration. And another point of it into it. There we are. Where's it at? There you are. Getting close to lunchtime. Going to be calling it here shortly. We're going to fight a little bit more, but we're going to be calling it here in a little bit. Be sure to hit that follow button on Twitch and hit the subscribe button on YouTube. Come back and hang out with me next time. This is the casting feel when meleeing. It actually feels really good. And these new invocations are really adding to it. Go ahead and throw up recovery. Nope, not one there. Somebody linking Blue's Fist of Mastery 6. God, or +5. Plus he's got Celo's Drum of March on there. Holy crap, that's really cool. The gear merging stuff is just insane. Hell there, I can chat now. Thought I'd come hang out waiting for the stream later today. It's my birthday, so I'm trying to gather up all my luck and get myself a key. I wish I could help y'all with that. I wish they'd give us the ability to give out keys or have contests or something. But I don't believe that that has become a thing. Hey, we just dinged level 14. We gained Hammer of Wrath and Project Lightning. That's for Wizard. 14 creates a circle of lightning around you, causing between 55 and 60 damage to up to 30 nearby. You know, I may actually go ahead and learn that. Let me go ahead and take this one out. The Ralph Summit, the official stream this evening. Hey, alright, that'll be cool. I need to tell my brother to get on it for that and see if he can win one. I'd love to be able to play with him. We normally play EverQuest together. Nope, nobody here. That'd be interesting. Have an AoE spell, point blank AoE spell set up on Spell Gem 1 so that it would proc when you have your spell blade on. I doubt he would agree to that. I am actually running a Paladin Monk Wizard. And so far, very much enjoying it. Actually, I don't want to be on that wall. I may pull the others from the other room over. Go ahead and hit recovery. Try to get some of my money back here. Oh, I see an item that I want. Ring mail coat. Yes. Been tempted to do a bunch of stuff. I was tempted to do max damage shield build, druid, ranger, bard, stacking them dots, stacking them damage shields. You mean? How's Spellblade on it? Spellblade, I didn't know about until somebody mentioned it to me a short while ago on the stream, because I hadn't read the patch notes lately. But I think that Spellblade is freaking awesome. That is really going to add to the game. I'm just now learning the invocations to use for my spell stuff, and I do not know all of it. There's so much that has changed. This game is just incredible. There's no other way to put it. It's incredible. Let me see if these respawn. Yeah, that's what I figured. Go ahead and swap over to Spellblade, and let's do some AoE. If I'd stop fizzling, that would be great. And then I get interrupted. He's level 20, and he's just not taking damage. I am facing the one that I got targeted, aren't I? Yeah, I am. He's literally just beating the crap out of me, and I'm not doing anything to him for some reason. Even though my attack is on, I feel like I'm not doing anything. We're going to need to lay hands here in a moment. Try to chain nuke him. Hey, thanks for the subscribe. I really do appreciate that, 0 star. See if we can kill this guy off before we have to use our lay of hands. There we are. Go back to recovery. We'll try to get our mana back up. Oh. Oh. Nope, I do not have that yet. Resist invocation is awesome. Yep. Yeah, the invocations are really adding a lot. Slay undead. Passive ability grants your melee attacks a 2.25% chance to deal 445% damage against undead and vampiric targets. I need to collect up 3 AAs and buy that. Definitely need to buy that. That needs to be next. Super hyped for EQL. Yep. The game is great. I cannot say anything bad about it because there's nothing bad to say about it. The game is literally great. The hype is real, and people are going to just flip out when this game comes out. Will you stop interrupting me? My God. Yeah, I didn't think about it. I should have been working towards the slay undead all along. My God, these guys are like seriously a pain in the butt. The amount of stuns that they're getting off is insane. And interruptions. Alright. We're going to actually do something here before I do the merge. I'll go ahead and take that. Polycleric, maybe Necro, an undead killing machine. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to take this item right here and use that on our ringmail coat. Actually, hold on, which version is this? +2. Okay, we don't want to do that. Instead, we're going to hit the merge, which is going to turn this into a +1. Then we're going to use this to instantly turn this into a +2, I believe. Or do we have to use, we have to use 2 of them. Okay, my bad. Alright, so now we're +2. AC 14. Ooh, ringmail boots too. Now these are actually 5/6. Because those are my special. Oh, that's the wrong spot. I meant to put it here. Those are 5, and that's 5 as well. But I do want to go to ringmail, so we'll keep that. That's everything, I believe. Yes. That's a lot of mobs. And of course, it wouldn't be EverQuest if that didn't happen. You will notice that the mob's names turn gray immediately when he aggroed them. The game locks the encounters to whoever is first attacking it. God, could I get interrupted and stunned more? I could really use some more interruptions and stuns. Yeah, I haven't even gotten there to that yet. To, like, you know, special weapons and stuff. I'm still using hand-to-hand right now. Got us another AA. What does that put us at? 1. Okay. Let's just see if maybe I've gotten more than 1. We're going to go down here and fight the ghost if he's alive. He is up. He is level 20. This is going to be very rough. We do have our lay of hands available though. Our lay of hands is down now, unfortunately. Helps if you turn the attack key on. Oh my god. Come on, do some damage. We're gonna have to end up running. Yeah, we're out of mana. We're also out of endurance. See if we can gain some mana and health while we run to the zone. If we get enough, we'll stop and fight it. They're using the old spell icons instead of the new ones. Makes it so much more nostalgic. Yep. But I, on the other hand, had gotten really used to using the new ones. Somebody killed that mob, or else he reset, because he's no longer... Yeah, he reset. See if we can gain enough to kill anything that comes to us before they get here. They got here pretty quick. Amend was up. Come on, kill one thing. Just one thing. There, I'm happy with that. Zoning out. I got to kill one thing. It's the principle of the matter. Okay, we'll heal up. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab a drink. Alright, I'm back. Brother is grilling steaks out back right now, so here shortly I'm going to have to call the stream. But for a little while, we'll do a little bit more. See if we can hit level 15. Alright, let's head back in and kill some stuff. Oh, that's interesting. I zoned back in and my advanced loot was sitting here waiting on me. I really hate that. It's always been there. It's not an EQL thing. It's an EverQuest thing. But those stupid ghouls love to root you just as they're about to die. It's almost like just an FU mechanic. It's like, you're going to beat me, but I'm going to cause you annoyance. Oh, crap. I got hit just as I was going in there. In Lower Gucko, always, oh my god, it annoyed the crap out of me how the frogs would do that. Root you, and then they die. Like, you SOB. I'm just sitting here thinking of the fact that if I had taken an ogre and had frontal stun immunity, that might have been pretty freaking awesome. Being able to stand toe to toe with these mobs, nuking as a wizard but unstunnable. If you're enjoying the video, please hit the follow on Twitch and subscribe on YouTube. They are big, but if you could shrink yourself, then you got it handled. Just about to ding. About to hit 15. Nope, somebody's over there. Viable invocation helps with stuns, right? But it does use up a lot of your mana. That's this right here, and 100% more mana, so it's going to double your mana. To have that non-stun ability from front all the time without having to use up extra mana is pretty insane. Yeah. Yeah, Shadow Knight with Spellblade Invocation. Nothing drives me battier than to watch the spell, the cast bar go all the way across, then afterwards, nothing happens. That is always irritated me in EverQuest. It's like, if it's interrupted and there's any reason that it's not going to do it, don't let the spell bar go all the way across. It's such a slap in the face to the player. I really wish that was changed. Heavy on mana cost, or is the proc low enough it's not crazy? The proc is pretty low. I don't think that you're going to have a problem with it. And the reuse time is 6 seconds, so you can dance on those invocations all you want. Alright, I believe that the stakes are done. So I will be going in there to eat my lunch here after we get done killing this mob. I want to thank everybody for coming and hanging out with me. I appreciate all of you that took the time to chat with me and hit the follow and the subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. I'll be back sometime later this evening. Got a lot I need to do today. Got to get a lot of things together. And there's the ding, level 15. So at 15, we happen to get Instrument of Knife and Flame of Shock. Instrument of Knife imbues. This is a permanent weapon with the power of broadset knife, granting a chance to cause great pain to undead creatures. So we got us another permanent, and we got Flame Shock. And we gained parry and double attack now. Yes. Yes. Okay. Let's go ahead and run out. We're going to use our Bind Affinity. Really? Bind Affinity outside here to bind ourselves just outside in Dagnor's Cauldron. And we're actually going to use a ritual. We're not going to load up the spell. This is something I just learned today, that we have rituals. So I'll show you that here real quick. There we are. Let's bring this up, click on rituals, click ourselves, and bind affinity. Is it casting? I don't see it casting. Did it actually do its thing? Is the casting bar? Oh, it takes a while. Okay, that's interesting. It's the first time I've used a ritual, so I had no idea how that worked. So now if we go to the other tab, and I tap char. Char info. Bind point is Dagnor's Cauldron. Okay, so I am now bound here. One of the things I want to do is we just gained a new spell. Direct damage, fire spell, flame shock. We're going to go ahead and add that to our main set. And let's save our main. So the next time I come in, it's available. Let me pull up my permanents. And get rid of everything else, so when I save this it'll just be these. And I'm going to put in our, not Yelp, what was it that we just gained? Instrument of Knife. Let me see if that stacks with everything else up there. Okay, so it does. So the first three you see there are my permanents. So those three do stack together. Let me go ahead and save this as my permanents so that that's available. Regain my main. And then say goodbye to all of you. Thank you everybody for coming and hanging out with me. Be sure to head over to Ferone.com where you can find links to everything I do. I have multiple channels. I do console games. I do Lord of the Rings Online. I do slot machine games. I also now have a channel for my band. I have a band called Arc Ghost. Go check them out. It's an awesome K-pop band. I've just created my first three music videos. Very proud of the last two. They came out super awesome. So go check those out as well. I have a Discord server you can hang out with me on. You'll find the link to that on my Ferone.com. Until next time, be sure to smash the follow and subscribe, and I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, night, morning, or whatever time it is, wherever you are. This is From the Gnome. I'm signing off.